Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle JJ from CZT Joy Taylor. This one's been around for a bit, and it's one of those I'm like, I don't know if I've, as if one could know all of the tangles that that are on even just tanglepatterns.com. Now, Zentangle official patterns maybe, but yes, I was going, oh, this is a very nice one. I like it. It is a grid pattern, and it's a fragment, so very, very neat. All right, whichever way you want to start it is up to you, but we're going to do it with a diagonal line, like so. And then, so this is maybe the only tricky part, and at the same time, I didn't try with just multiple number of seed shaped curve lines. That's going to be my new term. Just kidding. C-shaped curve lines, they're going to end up to be seeds, so it kind of works. All right, what Joy has is 3 of them, so I'm just going to guesstimate, and knowing that all is fine, even if they're not 100% even, that is okay. And then we're going to flip it, do the same on the other side. Like so. And then, and I'm going to do this in probably just a 4 square grid because it's extra fun. From here, in these, in between the seed shapes, we're just going to draw a line back to the corresponding corner. And what's nice about this is, as you can see, it's a little rectangular-ish versus being exact. And I love things like this, that it's very forgiving. So, the 3 curve lines here, yes, if they're not exactly, you can see how it doesn't matter. And then these, because we're going back to this point, it doesn't matter. And then, to top it off, we're going to go like middle-ish of the seed shape back to this corner. So kind of subdividing all of these. And whichever way works better for you to start, whether here and go down. I'm finding it easier to start here because that way I can kind of place it, sort of. That's an up to you type of thing. There we go. So this is our fragment. Now, make this border a little thinner. It's really, really neat, depending on how you do it. You can have them all go the same way. And if you look at the For More Inspiration link in the description section, let's see, on JJ's Step Out, you'll see the samples there. And, well, I guess really you're only going to end up with 2 ways. Well, no, you know what? I take that back, because you can have this going whatever direction. It can be, a mishmash. It can be all the same direction. That looks neat. That is on Linda's Step Out. That's in my version of the Step Out. That's what I did also, because I think it looks neat. But I'll do the little bit different one here. So we'll have them all. I need a coin to toss. Or I'll get a magic 8-ball or something. Oh, that's what I should do. I don't have one. I should find one. And so when I have to make decisions, I'm on a mission. I should have asked Santa Claus for that, but I didn't think about it till just now. I think they have like little keychain ones. I'm on a mission. I'm gonna find one. We have one that's like tech related or something, and so when you turn it over or gaming, it has different answers that wouldn't necessarily apply. But I'm gonna have to check it out because that's just really funny. So, so I think I'm gonna have. Wait, let me think. Do I want it to be an X or okay? Let's do it this way. So this is one of those things where if you're picturing how you might want it to end up, you might want to just put in, all of the, the diagonal, that first step, you might want to do all of those first. I'm wondering all of a sudden I'm thinking, well, let me do something completely different because I like to do things that are completely different. Okay, let's do that. I was going to put these this way, but now let's do this. Okay. And then we'll go from here. All right. So our C shapes. Now, here's a something. You could do it like I just did. Sorry, I keep moving. Let me move you down. I'm habiting working up here away from me, which is really weird. Usually like I pull it closer and it's off the screen. So sorry. Get here. And this is supposed to help me keep track, but then I keep moving it. That doesn't help. You could do, because I so rudely interrupted myself, you could do each step like we did all of the diagonal lines, then do all of the C shapes on one side. And I would highly recommend that if it works. And for me, it depends on the tangle. But if you are using Zentangle for, a meditation or mindfulness aid or, method of getting into that state of mind, having things be repetitious is what's key. That's like the magic behind Zentangle is in the repetition. And then with that, doing the same strokes and then move to the next step and do all of those and move to the next step. So that way, less thinking has to happen and more focusing on what that is. And I say it depends on the tangle because some of them just get too eyeball confusing. And I personally it's like, no, I have to do all of one and then I can move to the next. And it's still fine. You're still going to get benefit out of it, for the meditation or mindfulness. It's still going to work. And too, less frustration is going to aid in that anyway. So I just bring that up as a method of doing this. All right, now we'll do these in the crevice here. See, and this might be a point because as I was playing, I'm like, oh, how did I miss subdividing these? And it's like, well, because I was doing all of this step, then moving to the next one, and then it kind of got lost. But it's all right. And I share all of the different examples because we all work differently. We have our different learning styles, different personality styles, all of that. And I have found in my other avenues of teaching and training that if I give out enough methods or analogies or whatever, I pretty much will hit every style out there, and that's my aim. So, all right. Honestly, it kind of looks cool with just that. This line without doing that last step, but the last step is really neat. So, all right. But it's interesting the different, meta patterns. I always forget meta patterns and meta shapes. I suppose it's similar. It's neat what happens just depending on how you switch these up. That's the fun of using fragments. And kind of the objective is like, oh, well, how many ways can we twist this? And, and using different types of grids, that's the reticula part. If you've heard the terms fragments and reticula, the reticula is just a different type of grid. So the grid could be all orbs, like big orbs. The grid could be diamonds or triangles or something not square like this. Like I said, it's just neat to see what ends up coming about when we do these things. And ew, it's interesting. And so I wanted to see what it looked like this way, because it seems like, yeah, you could do, yeah, have the X or the opposite way. And like I said, yeah, so I just wanted to see what it looked like, and I like it. All right, so I'm going to just shade the seed shapes because I like how that turned out. You could fill them in. You know, once we get to the play shade portion of the tangling, that's all on what you are inspired to do. And oh, there it is. I'm doing this the way I say not to, which is doing these going up, and I'm like, you know what? No, let's not do that. I like to pull the graphite down into something and keeping, you know, more of the darkness up in that corner. And it's a lot nicer to see where you're going. Ooh, could alternate filling it in and doing the shading. I'm in the shading mood apparently today, so we're gonna stick with that. I think it has a neat result. And if you've not done this, or if you have a challenge with making the seed shapes look neat and shiny like that, notice I'm only going about a third of the way with the graphite on either side, leaving about a third or something in the middle. That's the natural tile color. So that's all you need to make it look shiny. And then keeping it, you know, darkest at the points, that does help a bit. You know, and I'm just using a regular, you know, well, this is the pencil that comes with, it's the Zentangle pencil that comes with the kit. And I think it's just like a regular, you know, number 2 type pencil. Well, I should shade these as well, shouldn't I? Yeah. Let's make it look pretty. I also can't help but wonder, and you could, well, I could do it on this one, shading maybe, I don't know, like along the grid lines. And the reason I say I don't know is because something that I have noticed, and maybe it's just my weird eyeballs, I don't know, but it seems like when I shade something like this, where there's lines, and if I don't like go past a line, it'll just end up looking like, oh, this is filled in. It like removes the gradient idea or something. I don't know. It's just just weird. So sometimes I try to avoid doing that just because I know I'm not going to be happy. So it's like, well, why do that then? But you know, so here's some other ideas. Could so say you either leave the seed shapes the way they are or fill it in, but you could shade underneath them and still could. Well, let's do that. You know, where points gather is another nice place to shade. Yeah, that's probably more dramatic on the smaller, but I think oh, why not? I'm just gonna put a little ball. I think I went a little too much on here. So just where they gather. the fun of shading is just adding this little extra bit of drama to our tangles. Kind of brings them to life. Because I know some that, I don't like shading, and that's fine. You don't have to do it. It's your tangling, and you don't have to. But yeah, look at that already. Yeah, that's just neat. Yeah, it kind of gives it a tufted type of look, where they all come together. Neat. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you have, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. And I'll, just a little thank you for those that watch, for those that have subscribed, for those that share, leave comments, and all of those things help the algorithm, which I appreciate. Today was just after 11 a.m. my time. I hit 6,000 subscribers. I was thinking, ooh, look at it's getting close. I wonder, will it hit that number by the time, for New Year's? And that's at the time of this recording. And so I checked it in the morning. I'm like, 2 away. We'll see. I've done this before. And then, somebody leaves, somebody comes, somebody leaves. So the number will bounce around. And while I find it exciting, I find it exciting for one reason. And that is I don't spend any advertising money. This is completely organic. So that's why I thank you for watching, for sharing, for, doing all of those things that, just the liking and subscribing and commenting, I think helps the algorithm, and the algorithm is what, puts it in front of other people. So I just think it's a hoot to watch the number and knowing that it's completely organic. And I just love it. I'm thrilled by it. So, when it hits one of those big O's, it's just exciting. So anyway, I wanted to share that and to share a big thank you to those of you that, have subscribed and done all of those things. So, it's just, like I said, it's cool and it's exciting. So, thank you so much. And let's see what else. Oh, below the links to the step outs, you will find my link tree. So if you enjoy this, if you have not joined us online, I teach Tuesdays and Thursdays. And at the time of this recording, let's see. Well, I don't know. It's kind of up there. You might see a post. I hadn't decided yet, and it's getting a bit late, but I still might put it up there. We're going to do something for New Year's Eve since it lands on a Tuesday. But I teach Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays generally have a fee, except for the third Tuesday. That is Tough Tangle Tuesday, and that's a free class. That one happens just once a month. But Thursdays is called Tangle Time, and I do that every week. And, if there's schedule issues, I work to reschedule at, I think I've only had to cancel maybe twice maybe. In, I don't know, 5 years, something like that. So I really worked so that way we can all have our tangle fix. But come and join us. If you're, if you like my style, it's me plus mom, plus a bunch of other crazy tangle addicts that, similar mindset. We have a lot of fun. So come and join us. You can see some of the replays. I mean, it's fun live. I try to, read all the stuff in the chat and things so that way you can feel like you're there live, even if you're not. But come and join us for more fun. And that's what it's all about. All right. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.